Okay, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I just woke up like 11 minutes ago. So if my voice sounds like really weird, um, I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know. I didn't decide yet. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I'm for sure sorry about that. Anyway, I feel like by now everyone has seen the YN character POV, and well, genuinely, it came from literally nowhere and caught like wildfire. And now all I see on my For You page is a poor gray figure. I mean, I believe that this video in particular made this topic resurface again.
YN.
Oh, hi, Levi! Wow! Levi! You're so strong!
It's all in a day's work.
Both trends gained massive audiences, and so I fear the time for a YN analysis has come. So for anyone that isn't really familiar with this YN creature, which first of all, wow, anyway, I mean, I assume that at least some of you aren't, as there are always a lot of comments under videos asking who YN is, and what does a 6'7" muscular, extra rich mafia boss alpha CEO want from that poor thing? Essentially, YN is, well, you. It stands for your name in particular. I know it's hard to believe it after seeing YN's modern day portrayal. The contemporary YN is a bald gray girl with a very, and I mean very curvy figure. She's also tiny, petite, helpless, fragile, and frail, and most importantly, she's like with the wealthy, dominating CEO that will make sure that anyone that approaches YN faces a tragic end. But the original YN was never this way, and it makes me wonder, how did we get here? I first discovered YN on Wattpad. It was during the pandemic when my friend sent me a link to a, I'm pretty sure, My Hero Academia fanfiction. I downloaded the app not knowing that I'm about to discover a brand new world full of YNs. I'll talk about Wattpad more extensively later, since Wattpad wasn't really the first place YN made an appearance on. And while I was doing research, I realized that nobody else is as interested in the origins of YN as I am, so the closest I came to the truth was a Reddit post. And it's kind of hopeless when your only source is Reddit. I do love Reddit though. So after my search, I've gathered this timeline, dare I say, YN 2009 on website Quizilla. Then YN 2010s on Tumblr and AO3. This did continue to 2013 and 2015, but that's where Wattpad as well appeared and actually had a peak. Then in 2020s, Wattpad resurfaced, and then there's 2023 to now, where I see that the place where YN is kind of talk about is probably not even clear at this point, as AO3 has seen a resurface. YN is on TikTok, YN is in different places, which I'll talk about later, and YN is still on Wattpad. And yeah, that's probably my timeline. Now, let's talk about it more extensively. So, in the quizzes, YN was a self-insert that you could create. Nothing was decided for you. You made your own choices. You didn't have your character traits, you weren't described in any way. But then in 2010s, YN became a tad bit different, and now YN was a whole character. It was still vague, but now had personality traits. YN's actions were predetermined. YN's looks were also often predetermined. And I feel like this is where YN truly started forming into her own character. One Direction, Draco Malfoy? Yeah, YN was kidnapped by them, and she was sold by her family, left and right. And she would always wear a baggy shirt, put her hair into a messy bun. As I said, a whole character of her own. In 2010s, YN was this tomboyish, not like the other girl's character. And the not like the other girl's character motive continued through into 2020. A pandemic started. Anime? K-pop? Harry Potter? Again? Well, they're all on the rise. And what happens when large communities form? Fanfictions, obviously. What did you think? Wattpad, that seemed to have peaked already, gained a whole bunch of new users, and when the pandemic started, YN's character shifted once again. YN was still somewhat the I'm not like the Evergirl's character, but YN was now weaker, more submissive. The love interests were characters or people turned into mafia bosses, CEOs, powerful people. And YN was just a hopeless creature that needed to be rescued by a tall, muscular, wealthy, and powerful man. Now tell me that this wasn't a reflection of the economic state of the world right now. Yeah, inflation and wealthy men becoming more popular, YN being taken in by the rich man, as well as YN losing any powerful character traits? Sure. Okay. Also, YN gained her curvy figure and grey bald head because of TikTok though, not Wattpad. And I believe that this is where YN was almost finished in the making, but there was another little thing that I feel like really finished it off. AI. Yeah, AI chatbots to be specific. I think none of my loyal viewers are surprised about me bringing back the topic of AI. It was my first video after all, but they are essentially the specific topic. AI chatbots became very popular in 2023 and continue to be popular till this day. I still remember checking character AI for my first video, and the way characters responded. I couldn't help but remember my Wattpad days, except that the chatbots made it 10 times more insufferable. The bots were possessive and jealous. YN was made to be a helpless character that absolutely couldn't fight for themselves in any situation possible. Reminds you of something? The trend, maybe? Yeah, those AI chatbots were what brought us back a full circle. Okay, so CEOs became insufferable. YN is someone we don't want to associate ourselves with anymore. How did we get here, you might ask? And, well, don't you worry, I've got the answers for you. Hypothetical ones. Okay, guys, so the next 7 minutes, my microphone was not selected as the input audio. Yeah, I turned the microphone on, I didn't select it as the audio input, so the next 7 minutes are gonna be torturous sounds from my laptop, but there is a lot of interesting information and I do recommend you watching that. But like, I just apologize in advance. I did not know that that's going to happen, and I'm very sad right now. I'm sorry, guys. Once again, I do hope you enjoy that part though. It's interesting. I swear. Okay, so the hypothetical answers are gonna be a bit. I saw alien spaceships kind of core. I'm sorry for that, okay? I don't know, I'm saying what I'm feeling. I'm actually reshooting it because what I was saying got so out of hand. I thought, dang, is this like even, related to the topic? So I kind of decided to reshoot it. It's also my 5th hour of editing. It's kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I just felt the need to tell you guys that this is the oh, I'm gonna cut that out. That this is the 8th hour of editing, and I'm not happy about it whatsoever. Because I've been editing the silliest video on earth. Anyway, the thing is, maybe as a society, we never really got out of the I'm not like the others mindset. YN, be it a bit unrealistic, is the portrayal of what those others are like. YN is conventionally attractive. YN is liked by everyone. And I feel like society tends to push down women that are, well, somewhat ideal by the set standards. You should be perfect, but not too perfect to the point where YN is. Because at that point, she's kind of unlikable, People just don't want to be YN because it's like she's pushing down like what most of us are, you know, normal people. She's showing that you can be perfect, and it kind of like pushes you to want to find something bad about her just to feel that, hey, I'm still valid, I'm still fine, you know. It doesn't matter that she's literally perfect. I'm fine too, you know. Also, okay, and this might be a bit of a push, but I feel like rejection of this YN also shows the cultural shift. Notice how the clean girl aesthetic, curvy figures, and stability are going out of trend. How a messy lifestyle is becoming romanticized. I feel like it could have something to do with the political situation right now, which, as we know, isn't really great. And conservatism is kind of being shamed right now. And I feel like YN kind of embodies the conservative, not even conservatist. Like, conservatism is like a very separate thing, and I might get flamed for saying that like conservatism has some sort of values, but let's just say like traditional values are kind of pushed out of trend. And you know, YN, she does embody the like trad wife aesthetic, dare I say. And since that is pushed out of trend, you kind of just feel the need to hate on her because like, hey, you're not trendy, you're not up with us anymore, you know, get out. So I feel like that could be also a pretty big thing in this dislikability and this like even hate on YN. Though at least to me the real problem, which has been pointed out by quite a few people, if not by everyone, is the CEO. Can we not see it? YN usually doesn't do anything. YN is the victim. YN is the victim. Because usually it's the CEO that does those things. Okay, somebody got beat up. It wasn't YN that beat them up. Well, it wasn't. Maybe he did beat them up for her, but did she ask? I'm pretty sure she didn't. So I feel like even here, we should consider everything and come to the conclusion, the very obvious conclusion that, you know, YN is not the problem, guys. And that's, you know, it's not the first time that women are being shamed for doing something that they didn't do. So I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on anybody necessarily, since, well, guys, these are people that don't really exist. But honestly, can we just blame the very obvious problem right here and stop hating on YN? She did not do anything. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, sue me for saying that. I'm sorry. Anyway, I feel like it's really time for me to end this editing thing and to finish this video off. So, yeah. This video is probably the most unserious thing I've done in a while. And I made it... I wrote it in 2 hours. I wrote the script in 2 hours while pulling an all-nighter. I felt the need to tell you guys because this video has a lot of effort put in for the content that it has. No, but honestly, like while pulling an all-nighter, the script was made very backhandedly, and if some things don't really make sense, don't blame me. I'm sorry though. Like I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to do my videos. Like, don't attack me. Yeah. I just want to finish this off and post it. I have the thumbnail already. I put a lot of effort in that too. That's why this whole thing took 5 hours. Just the editing. Guys, I've been wasting my life away. But I do love this channel. I love you guys. I felt that I should tell you. Even though you guys are not really talkative, there are like 2 people commenting what they think. There are a lot of you that watch me. And I don't know, this feels like a big thing to me. I'm just really happy to have you here. I'm really happy that I'm doing this all for something and that some people watch this. Thank you guys. Let's strive for the 1 million subscribers that we're about to reach. Yeah. I really do love you guys. You are awesome, and you're awesome for subscribing and watching my channel. And I really, really, really appreciate that. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, because I did. And please take care of yourselves and don't let this evil CEO harm you. Bye!